Hi all, right back with a little more RAF Eagle. Um, we've got 2 raids completed off this fourth raid day. Yeah, completed 3 raid days. Um, and just a bit of heads up. I've got friends coming the 19th of March. So, I mean, to be honest, this being on a mounted board, I could potentially move it without destroying it, possibly out the way and still be able to get access to this table. I've got Empire Sun set up on another table and I want to keep that as is. So I could potentially move it, but I think the better idea would be to at least attempt to maybe try and finish this game, because that is a good bit of time away, but it depends how much time I can get to sit and play, obviously, and you can see the speed that I go up, so there's no guarantees. But anyway, so hopefully I'll try and crack on with this a bit and try and get it finished so that I can then clear things up for then. Because also got some rather not so good news regarding enemy action Kharkov. I think I'd mentioned before it came out on the Compass site that it was within the next 5 games to be released. However, I think it must be the 5th one out of the 5. And somebody just pointed out that the date wasn't going to be until May. So, yeah. It's a bit frustrating, all that. This is maybe the first time I've seen that and been a bit frustrated. And, I see other people sort of getting told that the game's not coming out until such and such. I mean, I think if it was me, I know you want to have some idea when the game's going to come out, but it'd be better if they were just didn't give you a date until they knew for sure, I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was talked about coming out in 2021 at some point. Whether that was official or not, maybe not. But then when eventually it pushed to 2022, it was the first quarter. Just try to work that out. I don't think May is the first quarter, isn't it? It must be the second quarter, surely. Well, hang on, Grant. Yeah, surely January, February, March. Yeah, because it's a quarter. So April, May, June. Yeah, so it's second quarter, isn't it? So anyway, yeah, a wee bit frustrating that. Don't tell us it's going to come out unless go, because it just well, it is just a game. There's maybe more important things going on in the world right now, right enough, rather than worrying about when my game's coming out, is there? Yeah, okay, right, let's not go into that, and just get on with this. I know I was watching back in that last playthrough that although, if you've just been watching this playthrough, not my Empire of the Sun, I was a bit annoyed and frustrated by the lighting over there. It's over there in that corner, and as you can see, it's probably darker in the corner, and I've got some daylight coming in the window right now, so this is going to generally get better light. But I was messing about, putting other lights in and whatever. But look back in the playthrough of this, the last playthrough, and I'm sure it was at night when I done it. And I don't really see an issue with it. So unless I've now then got used to the lighting with this phone again, because I think when I initially went back to the iPhone and I was over there, I was like, oh, we were getting much better lighting with the other phone. But anyway, it looks fine to me anyway, so nobody's saying nothing bad about it. Right, so let's move on with the next raid then, and we'll get Martin made a comment about my setup in the raids regarding it would have been nice to have had a raid with ME109s, following either the raid on what the first 2 raids were they on Hornchurch Airfield, and then the next 2 raids were on Kentley Airfield, and he had said it would have been nice to have maybe tried that on one of them. But I'm afraid I can't work out the strategies in this game. I don't know. I said that in reply to him that I'm not quite sure it is grab it. I'm I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying it. It's good. It's, I mean, it's certainly not Mr. Butterfield's best games. I mean, all the D-Day games and Enemy Action are better games than this. So from my point of view, anyway. That's just my opinion, right enough. But so it's not maybe quite grabbing me as well as it did the games. But I'm not saying it's not a good game. I am quite enjoying it. I just can't seem to get myself. I don't know. I mean, I find all these games quite hard to sort of find a strategy that's going to work and whatever. And I mean, you want to see the state I'm over in that other game, that Empire of the Sun, try to work out what I'm doing. It's that's ridiculous. But I mean, all the DD games and enemy action are down. It's tough for me to make choices and make, you know, like I say, if I never paused the camera, the videos would be double the length of what they are, and they're a fair length as it is. So, but yeah, this one I don't know. It's all the strategy are making decisions to be made are in the beginning, the raid planning phase, and that's where it all happens. And I can't really think of anything clever or interesting to do. But I suppose Martin's trying to give me some ideas there. But I mean, I'll bash along. Maybe something I'll click and I'll try something different or something out of the norm. But for now, well, we've got a raid set up, so I don't think there's much I can do this time again. I'll try and think about it again come the following days raid planning phase, and we'll see. But I get the feeling I'll maybe just end up doing the same stuff. Okay, let's get this next raid down then. Have a look at it. Okay, so here's our next raid, and this is Ken Lairfield, and we've got the Semi 109 grouping strategy card. Maybe that's what Martin was meaning by having the ME 109s, maybe just having no bombers at all in this raid, and the fact that we've got that strategy card, because that would still work, wouldn't it? At least one ME 109 is involved in a hunter or squadron attack, which you would definitely get, I think. Because all your 109s would just be in the bomber box, wouldn't they? Is that right? Remaining ME-19s to hunt box, close assault box, or to bomber box, yeah. So yeah, maybe that's what it was meaning regarding that. Again, I'll see the next day, just have a look and see if I can try something a bit different, just to at least show it off a bit, and maybe after it I'll see the benefits to it, Okay, so this raid has only got the 3 bombers. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh yeah, we were at that's our max 11, isn't it? Is that right? What did we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 raids. I think that's right, isn't it? 7 is 11 maximum, yeah. I have only got 3 bombers though. If I choose 4 bombers, I've got to have an extra ME 109. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm doing it that way then. Why have I not got 4 bombers? 4 bombers would be 4 ME-19s left in the hunt box, because it would have to be 2 in the channel patrol, wouldn't there? Maybe it's just, maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Anyway, I set them up. I must have known maybe not knowing what I was doing, but knowing what I was meant to be doing. Okay, and obviously there was a reduction in ME 110, so one of the ME 109s is having to go in the close escort with that one. Yeah, okay. Right, and then what happens with that strategy card again? So as long as they're involved in the... I just noticed that's went off, that light thing. You know what, I don't think it matters across here. Right, I'll just leave it. Yeah, so you get a shift up one row, don't you? Yeah, whenever it's a hunter attack or a squadron attack, innit? Yeah, okay. Right, that's fine. Good. Right, let's go on to the next card. So, British detection. We will roll a dice. I'm just trying to see. There was a comment I made, I think, in the last video, wasn't there? Did I make a blunder? Actually, I can't remember now. There's been a few days past, right enough. Hang on. No, there's nothing there. I don't know what I was thinking about. Maybe thinking about the other game. Okay, so British detection. Roll the dice. Starting with a 2. And, well, yeah, I took all my charts down, didn't I? So I'm just going to look at these at the side here. No, that's raid response. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, okay. It's the stuff up the top on the map, isn't it? So we're starting with a 2. Right, what am I doing? OCV. We've got, this is a Luftwaffe 2, so it's patchy cloud still, so that's 3 on the OCV. So that takes us up to 5, and then we've got 2 radar nets that are active, so it's another +4, taking us up to 9. And then we just double check up there. It's just a number of grouping in the raid. Well, it is 11, isn't it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 10 to 13 is another +4. So that takes us to 13. Doesn't sound too bad. It's just in between the two sufficients, though, isn't it? So it's early, but it's a poor intelligence level. Early, yeah, I'm not happy about that actually. Yeah, sufficient would have been much better. Just, I mean, obviously it is, but I mean, look at the card there. It's like, however, there's quite a lot of squadrons up in the top board there. So it says if intelligence level is poor, determine if British consider it a major or minor. But there are 6 or more grouping in the raid, so it's still classed as a major raid there. So when it comes down to it, it's poor intelligence, but we're looking at a major raid. Yeah, okay. Next card. Right, raid rendezvous check. A 5, is that just good enough? Yeah, 13 or more grouping are in the raid. Well, they are not, so we're good there. Again, we get away with that one. Let's see, we have got really lucky with that. I know we got a couple recently, but right, British raid response. So what's going on in the cup? Well, unfortunately, getting that early now. It's very early for this ace, isn't it? I can never seem to remember that one. Accurate or very early? Yeah, so he's not coming along. That's good. I guess there's plenty of other options though. So 3 from 211. Yeah, this is where it moves down, isn't it? Okay. So 3 from 211, 2 from 111, 2 from 711, 2 from London, 2 from 311, 2 from 611, and 1 from 511, 1 from 410. I think this is not as bad as maybe we think. Like I say, I'm having all the units up in the top board. So just go across the map and have a look. Cup here. So 3 from 211. Well, we've only got 2 now. One of them's a green unit, so it comes along and doesn't go in the cup. That's right, isn't it? Actually, both of them don't go in the cup because of the advanced rule, isn't it? The squadron self-preservation. If an airfield's target, any squadrons from an airfield sector that you take from the pool are placed outside the cup. Right, and then I'm pretty sure that's the green pilots. If that wasn't the case, the green one gets left outside the cup as well, isn't that? Yeah. Yeah, so it's considered because it needs to go on its green side. Yeah. Okay, so that's 2. I got started. That was from 211, right? And we want 3. No, just 3 from 211. 2 from 111. Okay, so and we have to bring one of the green ones, don't we? I just looked at that as well. Jumped away from that. I should try to grasp this one because I don't want to keep looking at that because I think we're going to end up with green pilots quite a lot. Yeah, it says if a radio squadron is eligible, it must be taken. If more than one is eligible, only one is taken. However, the advanced rule says up to 2 may be selected instead of 1. That's our advanced rule. But there is only 1 in this case. So the first of the 2 from 211 is going to be the green one. So that stays outside the cup, taking us up to 3. And then we're wanting 1 more from the 2 hurricanes. So randomise that. And we'll take the A. That does go into the cup, so that's us up to 4. And also 2 from 711, we've only got 1, but it's going in. 2 from London, not happening. 2 from 311, this is where it's good. 2 from 311 and 2 from 611, we've not got. 1 from 511 as well, that's a Blenheim, so no. And 1 from 410, we're going to get that one though. It's just along here, they're all Spitfires. Sorry, that's not 410 I'm talking about. 1 from 410, that's right. So we're getting the C there. Okay, so there's 3 in the cup and 3 out the cup, so 6. That's not bad because we've got 5 any 1 and 9s in our hunt box. Okay, I'll just put the camera over that chart, might as well. So this is us to. So we roll dice to get started. See what's going to get taken out. We're starting with a 1. August the 20th. Yes, the date is going to give us a +1. Primary target is an airfield. It is, so that's a +2. Up to 4. Target is deep. No. Warning is very early. No. Intelligence is accurate. Intelligence is limited or accurate. No, intelligence was poor, wasn't it? So intelligence is poor and raid is major. That's correct because we did decide it's major. So that's an R +2 for 6. Target cards yet to be resolved in the same time segment. No, we've only got 1 time in this time segment. So that's a 6. So it's a low response. Not too bad. So we might get 1 or 2 of them out. And we've got 6 squadrons. Oh, it's 3. That's right, isn't it? 6 squadrons in the pool, and 3 are coming out. Yeah, I didn't miss any in there, did I? No, I think that's right. Yeah. Well, all that's going to happen there is the 3 that are in the cup are coming out, and we're going to go left with the 3 that are outside the cup. So, okay. Okay, I'll just put these guys back. There's a 111, our 711, and our 410. Going back there, and well, actually, are they going to respond with having the 3? Well, it's a poor intelligence. There we go. They are. Squadrons in the pool is 3, and it's classed as a major raid, so they are all going to respond. Okay. That's fine then. Well, I like the way this looks. This looks much better, doesn't it? 2 reduced on Hurricane, 1 Spitfire, and then again the fact that Hurricane and Spitfire on the reduced side, they're both the same number, aren't they? 2. And just 1 full strength Spitfire, unfortunately. But yeah, that was good against our 5 ME-109s. So yeah, quite like the look of that. So right, let's move on then. Next card. Card number 13, Hunter Interception. So the grouping are greater than the squadrons. So all squadrons are intercepted and they remain in the hunt box. Yeah. Just having a wee thought about my advanced rules again, but I think we're okay. No, hang on though. We've got more than one. If the number of group in the hunt box outnumber squadrons by more than 1. Yeah, okay. So that is the case. If the number of grouping in the hunt box outnumber squadrons by more than 1 at the start of the hunter interception step, which is a thing, oh no, it's not. That's maybe the card I've just, that's maybe the card I've just discarded there. So let's bring that back out. This is probably the card we need to look at. There's not mention of it on the card there. Of course, this is an advanced rule though. So what does it say? Roll the die. If the die result is less than the difference between the number of grouping and squadrons, move a number of grouping equal to the die result from the hunt box to the in-flight box. Those hunters were unable to make contact with the squadrons. The normal hunter interception procedure occurs after this die roll, if required. So I'm rolling a die. If the result is less than the difference, well, the difference is 2, so let's just roll the dice then. Expect to be less than the difference? Yeah, so it's only a 1 that's going to deal with this. We rolled a 6, so let's just see. If it had been a 1 though, move a number of grouping equal to the die result from the hunt box to in-flight. So yeah, so we move one of the ME-109s to the in-flight box. Okay, that's fine. Well, nothing really changed there then. That still goes ahead as is. And we move on. Right, raid approach event. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm feeling that's looking a bit dark, but no, I'm sure it's fine, Grant. It can't be. It must just be my eyes. Right, I'm just gonna leave it. Squadrons patrol elsewhere. Oh yeah, we like this one. This is always good, isn't it? Move full A squadrons in eligible sectors to in-flight box. This is really good, this one, but I get the feeling we might not have much to pick from. So it's all A squadrons within all of these sectors here. So let's go and have a look in the map. So 211's not got anything. 111's got an A. Yeah. So that goes in flight. Alright. Yeah. 711. Oh, he's an A. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's awesome. 211, 111, 711, 1 done. 311, there's nothing. 611, there's nothing. 511, there's nothing. And 410, yeah, we'll get one out of 410 as well. That was really good. That was a great result. Because remember, we're having another raid on Kenway Airfield next raid. So I mean, look what's round about now. Not a lot. They're not going to be able to respond to much. Yeah, we've got lucky again. In fact, was that not the raid event we got? Well, the last raid as well. I think it was. Right, we'll take that then. Okay, so that's that card done, and we're done with that. Right, hunter attack. Right, let's get this right this time. I remember that, but I made a mess of it again because we didn't have grouping in the hunt box, did we? And we started going through this procedure with us, which I've done twice now, but fortunately caught it in time both times, I think. So yeah, right. So we're going to roll a dice, aren't we? And then I'll just I've got the chart there. So what we add? Nothing there. 2, 4. Well, we're adding. It's +8. Right. I'm not going to zoom in on anything. No. So +8 and dice roll is a 3. That's not too bad. And remember, we've got that strategy card here as well. So we're going to get to move one row above where we're at. So what did I say? 8. Number of grouping in combat is 5. So we're on here, and the strength is 8. Oh, look at this. We're only in this column here. Is that right? Have I done something wrong? Well, no. I think we were expecting good results here, weren't we? Because they've got 2 reduced squadrons and 1 full strength. So, and then we're going to, because 1 ME 1 to 9 is involved in a hunter squadron attack. Yeah. So we're going to go up 1 row. So we're not going to be in the B row. We're actually going to be in the A row. So the very, very top line there. And we'll roll the 3. So surely that must be good. Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah, I've never been up here. That was right though. 5 grouping and only 8 strength. And we were on the B row, so we've jumped up to the A row. So for us, it's no effect, disrupt. I've left. Oh no, I've got it here. No effect on our A grouping and disrupt. And as you can see, for the British, I'm not going to go back up there. It's HHA. So that sounds pretty good. So no effect for A's would be the close escort, wouldn't it? Right, we've only got 1 of them. I get the feeling that's not going to matter anyway. And then what did I say? We've got disrupt. So we've got disrupt for the B's and disrupt for the C's. Yeah, unfortunately they're all going to in-flight, but not reduced though, so it's not so bad. Yeah. Okay, and then HHA. So heavy loss for their A. Oh, that's kind of annoying, isn't it? Because it's both the green units that are the reduced units that are getting the heavy loss. Now, does that make any difference if they're reduced? Reduced squadrons with an H result. Yeah, no, it's just the same as if they'd been full. It's a heavy loss and put to full again. However, that's the first 2 heavy losses I've got. So this guy goes to the heavy loss box on his full side. This guy goes to the heavy loss box on his full side. That's 2 victory points for each of them. So 4 victory points up to -6. And the last guy was a C, and he was an A, so he's going to abort. So he's not coming along, surely. So he's a full squadron with an A to in-flight reduced. So he's going. Yeah, this is starting to look better now, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so and then no squadrons getting into the bomber box as well, which is really good. In fact, we'll get our coast escort down as well, won't we? Yeah, cool. Right then, so things going better than this raid. I don't think we didn't start too well this day though, did we? So it just shows you that as more and more fighters, more squadrons get disrupted and end up in that tote board. I mean, some of them are going to come back, admittedly, before the next raid, because we are skipping a time. But anyway, right. So draw raid event card. Hopefully this doesn't spoil things. Oh, tell me it's not inland. Oh, it is inland. Navigational error. If the raid target is inland or deep, shift 2 columns left for bombing. And it is, look, it is inland. Well, hopefully the strafing units will join in and still get a result, but that's not good. Well, mind you, that'll cancel out our 2 shift, because we get a 2 shift for no fighters getting into the bomber box. So yeah, might not be too bad. Right, next card. Squadron interception. Well, there's no squadrons in the bomber box, so we move all group in from the close escort box to the bomber box. There we go. Unfortunately, we had only one ME110 that time, but that looks pretty nice. Right, next card will be our bombing, I think. Oh no, squadron attack. Right, well, we can skip that. There's no squadrons to attack, so. Right, then bombardment. Okay, so let's count up what we've got. And yeah, I've got the bombing table there. Might as well swing it across. Although by doing this, it does take up a bit more time. I probably shouldn't. I just always think when I'm looking at the chart and you're just staring at nothing really, you know, and you could be like looking at some numbers at least just to see what was what, but it does then take up more time. And I think Martin commented, he made a wee comment, and it was regarding one of my dice rolls, and he was hovering over the two column or the 2 row, because that was the one that could the best result I got, and here I happened to roll a 2. So more of that, Martin, more of that. You know, sending me messages, maybe getting the dice, sending the dice messages. So yeah, what did yeah, I wonder why I was talking about that. It's just that, so if you do have the game yourself, you could have the charts in front of you. You know, you don't need the rest of the game in front of you. But if you're looking at the charts and you see the dice roll, you can look yourself. Obviously, also make sure I'm not picking the wrong column and row and things. Okay, so what we got? We've got 5, 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, and it's an airfield, so the strafing penalty is not coming about. So 19, and we want a nice high dice roll. It's a 2. Nah. Damn it. Right. I'm not going to swing up there and show you. But no bombers were intercepted, so here's me saying I'm not going up there, but I'm going to have to look myself anyway. So we've got a 2. No bombers were in the bomber box at any point, so we shift 2 columns right. But remember, that event is shifting us 2 columns left, so that cancels that out. However, we do have patchy clouds, so we're going to shift 1 column left. And we had 19, which is nicely along here, so we're shifting along to 15 to 17, and it was a 2 that we rolled. So 2, well, yeah, it's good, but I was hopeful of an H result there, I think. But that was just that event that stopped that, wouldn't it? Because well, actually no, because a 2 up here would have been still 2 as well. So yeah, it was the poor dice roll that really affected us there, didn't it? Right, well, two's all right. So we'll take 2 more victory points. Now we get, because it's an airfield, we get 2 points of disruption as well. Yeah, I'll struggle to work this one out, don't I? Right, it's any of the units in the sector or the land box, rearm box maybe? No, I'm gonna have to look it up. Because I don't think it tells us here, does it? Or does it? Yeah, I think it does actually, right? Doesn't it? It's airfields, 1 to 6 points. Number of squadrons equal to result are dispersed. Move from sector and rearm box to land box. Then aircraft replacement points equal to the result are lost maximum 1 point per squadron in land and light loss boxes. Okay, so it's sector 211. So we have nothing in the sector. What do we have up there? Yeah, we've got one in the rearm box, haven't we? Have we? Yeah. So there's one in the rearm box. So we move that to the land box. So that's good. So he was coming back out next, then the next squadron turnaround. Now he's not. And then up to 2, any in the land box or the light loss box. Well, nothing in the light loss box, but we do have this guy in the land box. So that reduces their replacement points, hurricane replacement points by 1. So I can only get 1 out of it because there's only 1. Okay, well, not too bad. So, and then I've moved all the grouping from the raid display back into the flight box. That's that done. Next card. Let's move all grouping in the flight box to their air bases or to the clock. So I'll do that. Okay, there's all the fighters. There's quite a big chunk of ME-109s. They're all in that same sector. What was that? That's a 1400. Yeah, I do think we actually get them back, don't we? I think they do actually come back. I think all the fighters that are up there do come back, but as we move on from now, any other ones will not be involved anymore. So, and put the bombers back in their air bases. So, okay, next card. There's clock check. So this flips over. We have no more raids for that time slot. So we advance a clock marker to the 1000 hours clock space, and then move on to step 22, which is squadron turnaround. So let's go and have a look. Rearm box to their sectors. So that's only 3. That's only 3 squadrons. So 311, a 411. There's plenty in 411. They've got 4 squadrons actually, and 212 is up there, right? Okay, and then all these guys go up in the rearm box. Okay, and then our in-flight goes full to rearm, reduced to landing. So there we go. So we've got 111. He's going. They go to rearm. Yeah, that's right. They were full. That's a 711. So yeah, there's going to be a lot coming back after the next time. That's a 410. And then this guy gets flipped, but he goes to the land box in 211. There we go. Okay, so there's a quick look up there what we've got now. Let's say there's a lot going to come back next turn. So yeah, that's when we then move on to Biggin Hill. But yeah, we've got 2 times gaps in between there as well. Okay, moving on. Right, next card. Let's move all German fighter group on the current clock space. Well, we're not there yet. It will be the next time move. So, and then assign fighter group in. Well, yeah, we do. So it's assign fighter group into raid's plan for the current time segment and the next time segment. And this is always the bit that kind of confused me a bit. But so we've already assigned them to this, and the next time segment is 1200 hours, and there's not a raid plan for them. So we can do no more with that. And then we return to step 9. Okay, good stuff. Right. Well, that was another one done. I'm going to have to keep things moving though if I'm intending getting this finished. I'm not actually sure when it. I know when you get closer to the sea line preparation, I think that's when things can start getting risky about coming to an end. And I'm probably going to, as for the press or rest thing, I think I'm just going to keep going with the one I was going. So that probably moved the time on a bit quicker, I think. It's not that I'm deliberately doing it for that, but just, I don't know. Well, I suppose if it does speed it up a little bit as well, we can see. Okay. Right, well, yeah, it's still 41 minutes, so I might as well just uploading that as a part, that's fine. So we've still got another 4 raids of the day to go, so I will need to pick up the pace a little bit, I think. But yeah, we'll see. Or just find a place where I can move the board if it looks like it's going to get too long. But I also want to get this finished because, again, like I say, I thought the next game to be set up on this table would possibly have been Enemy Action Kharkov, but well, I'm going to have nothing on the table for a while if I'm waiting on that coming, so I need to get something else out. I started thinking about Fields of Fire again. I really want to get that back out. There's a lot of support out there for it now. I thought about looking up some of the forums, or maybe asking a question about what's the best way to go about it now, because I don't know where the better rules are for it, or I know there's a lot of unofficial rules and being created and whatever, but or whether they are official, they've been confirmed by the designer or not. But it's been a while since I've been away from it, so but the rule looks such a mess that you can't just it's difficult to just open it and play by that, because you're gonna find yourself scratching your head and wonder what to do. So I don't know. I think so, because I think that's a game that I could possibly play through the first sort of, and then pack it up again if I wanted to, or I really do fancy a game of that again. So, and I was through the campaign a little bit, my original game, but it was that long ago. I think I got to mission like 4 or something like that. But I think I'd probably just start again if I was to do it. I think if I'm going to record it, it's better done from the beginning, I think. No, it's like what it was, the patrol missions that you get within it. They're not terribly exciting, and it was a bit of a. I think I've done 1 or 2 of them actually. A bit of a letdown, but it's just to try and keep, it's to try and make it, change it up a bit. But anyway, I don't know why I'm going on about that. I suppose I'm just wondering about what game's next. So I can take that wee blue cube away. We're going for Kenley again next turn. So yeah. Okay. Well, I'll pod on with this just now anyway, and hopefully we can get this finished at some point soon. Right, I'll be back with the next raid soon, guys. Cheers.